Game time, let's get it, MP. Hey, if it's good enough for Steph, you can't really go wrong. Another month, another award for MP.
And there's a lot of excited basketball fans revved up and ready to get going. There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on What better way to start a new year than with NBA hoops? Craig, not feeling tired, are you? We got a long... way to go here, partner.
Oh, I'm feeling good. Hopefully, these players can say the same. I'm sure many of them did stay up a wee bit past their bedtime last night.
And tonight, MP really wants to pile up the dunks, make his points in the paint.
Yeah, he wants to go viral with a few monster slams. Facing off with some great rim protectors, not going to be easy, but MP seems determined to make it happen.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Henderson. Jabari Smith is out there with Simmons. Then there's Jalen Duren. And it's Jackson in at the 2. And now let's take it over to the sidelines for a bit on MP. DA.
Hey guys, I chatted with MP earlier about how he plans to deal with a team that provides solid rim protection. He said, I know they're good defenders, but me and my guys are going to show them they can't stop us from throwing it down. Expect some fireworks tonight, DA. Pretty strong statement from MP. Guys.
Sounds like MP's planning to add some clips of his own highlight reel tonight. Pass to Smith. Knocked away. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Simmons pulls it in.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Now here's Jackson, coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Henderson, no one around him. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Dillingham scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Offense clicking early here, 3 for 4 to start this one.
And here's Henderson, his last outing with 20 points. 3-pointer, and again it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Ingram. Great look, but off the mark.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide-open jumper, just unable to do so.
And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Now, here is Smith. 11-point game his last outing. And Smith with the stop.
Going up strong there. That's the kind of aggressive play you love to see from Smith.
Whitehead passes to Thunder. The 17-footer. And the shot falls short this time.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Thunder.
Well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their efforts.
Now here's Simmons. 23 points his last outing. Duren sets the screen for Simmons. Offensive rebound. Shots good by Duren.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Dillingham with it. Henderson defending. Dillingham, no good. Ball's knocked loose. Henderson looking it over. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Hey, Brett, what's one area where we really see these Portland Trailblazers excel?
Well, they're great on the offensive glass. They have presence on the inside. They have a ton of focus on just collecting rebounds. So great at retrieving those misses.
Here's Thunder. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. And the rejection by Jackson. Knocked loose. Pass to Dillingham.
Get there.
Over Simmons. And again, it's the Nets missing. And here's Portland. They're on an 11-2 run. Smith finds Simmons. Makes it off the glass.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Looking for a breather. And maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And Portland making a change here. Buffkins check in. Here's Thunder. In the corner, it's Ingram. Releases from 15, and there it is for him.
Brandon Ingram showing off the ways he can score. You know he's playing well when he's this patient to do so.
Here's Bufkin. Last game out, he had 14. Shoots from the baseline. Simmons can't get it to go. Nets trail by 4. Ingram with it. Pass to Thunder. Here's Dillingham. From downtown. Nailed from three-point land. Dillingham's got 8 points.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Henderson passes to Duren. And a wide open look for Simmons. Good on the triple. He has 5.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
Now here is Robinson. Takes a 3. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Simmons on the wing. He's got 5. Pass to Bufkin. Duren with it. Sweet move. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Mitchell Robinson. And when it comes to Jalen Duren, Brent, is it fair to say some teams regretted not drafting him?
Well, maybe a handful, Kevin. I mean, there's a particular way that you want to play or use that position with how you get out there offensively. Jalen is a proven big. This guy is physical, strong, and can rebound and gives you a different presence on the inside.
And Portland making a change here. Both shots good from the stripe. Trailblazers leading by 3. Here's Mobo. Henderson outside. Over Smith. The rebound by Johnson.
He may not be the strongest inside presence, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Ingram. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
Henderson passes to Duren. Here's Bufkin. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Thunder. Picks it out to Johnson. Pass to Smith. Stolen by Henderson. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against the Hawks had a huge game. He scored 53 points, and as you may have guessed with him, a lot of those were on the 3-ball. He really worked hard in that game and put up some big numbers as a result. Guys, back to you.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Outside to Weber. Smith on the wing. Henderson defending. Just 5 on the clock. For 3, Ingram. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's
Lightning.
That was incredible. Here's Bufkin. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. And it's Jalen Johnson with the foul. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Pass to Bufkin. The Trailblazers working the ball around now. Jackson. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Here's Dillingham. He's got 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
They've got Thunder. Ingram is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Dillingham, and it's Whitehead in at the 3. So that's the Nets' 5. Here's Bufkin, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Back to Simmons from outside the arc. Portland again missing. Nets trail by 3. Back to Ingram. Right side Jackson. Fires for 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Kind of like playing in the rec league. Little to no defense on that possession. And the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Pass to Whitehead. Dillingham with it. Off target from three-point range.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
And Jackson gets it to go. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Robinson. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, it just felt to me like they wanted it more. I mean, didn't get down emotionally when they got behind. And how about that third quarter comeback? One for the ages.
Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
And Portland making a change here. Smith has checked in.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Trailblazers leading by 10. Here's Jackson, and the layup falls. Jackson's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Whitehead, coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Now Dillingham, and they get it. Traps in the tray. Dillingham's got 11 points.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up. And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Bufkin. 7 points in the game.
First personal foul. 4th team foul.
Clinging with it. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Jackson has the open look. And it's Clinging with the jam.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's Thunder. And it's Portland with the rebound. Klingen's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they continue to control the glass. His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Outside for Robinson. They set the pick. Dillingham with the bucket. He's got 14.
Those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Pass to Smith. And here's Jackson. Here's Bufkin. Back to Jackson. Beyond the arc. And he's good on the 3 ball. Jackson's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Thunder in the hoop for his fourth field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Here's Bufkin. He's got 7. Here's Jackson. Again, the miss by Jackson. There's the drive. Out to Ingram. Pass to Dillingham. Shoots the 3. Simmons pulls it in. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Portland. 7-point differential. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
And guys, these teams don't see each other too often, but last year they would have liked to see a little bit more of them, the way they were able to take care of their business.
Here's Whitehead. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. For 3, and that's good. For 3 points, a shot from Thunder. And now just a 2-point Portland lead. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Giving up a run here, can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
Both teams will make substitutions. Well, small forwards that can rebound the ball, such an asset to any team in the NBA, with now a look at the top rebounding wingmen. Now here's Henderson. 9 points in the game so far, and the layup's good off the glass. Henderson's got 11.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Pass to Weber. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Looking now at some numbers for Thunder. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. And he's first in the league in steals per game. Just an incredibly aggressive and tenacious defender.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. And here's Weber. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Here's Dillingham. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Trailblazers. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Trailblazers lead by 3. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot. Fans, let's hear it for our contestant. Well done.
With All-Star Weekend around the corner, let's see who's looking to bring down the rims at the dunk contest this year.
This is a contest where sometimes you get guys who don't play much. So a lot of their best dunks happen in practice. Makes the evaluation a lot harder.
Word gets out, though, Kenny.
And when we look at the first half for the Nets, a close contest so far.
You look at the score, it's close, but they're getting bullied. It's bully ball.
And they knew that might be an issue coming in, especially when it comes to rebounding. They just haven't found a way to counter it.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. Nets trail by 3. On the floor for Portland, they've got Smith. Jackson is out there with Henderson. Then it's Simmons. And it's Duren in at the 5. It's tipped. Now Jackson. Pass to Henderson. Smith kicks to Henderson. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Jackson dishes to Henderson. Over Dillingham. And that one's good by Henderson. Henderson's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Portland. Whitehead passes to Thunder. Ingram a screen on Jackson. And it's Thunder missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3. Clearly a foul.
Portland, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. And he sinks the second. Nets trail by 6. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Nets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Henderson right side. 6 to shoot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Portland, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And for the Nets, they're shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. The Nets have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts, and he makes the first.
Number 47.
Both free throws good from Thunder. Henderson with it. 18 points for him. Pass to Jackson. Ingram against Smith. Outside, Simmons. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound, Brooklyn. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Ingram. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Ingram's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, he's throwing the defense off balance, and then he gets to the bucket. That's a nice move from Ingram.
Pass to Duren. Simmons on the wing. Puts it up from 17. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Simmons got 7 points in the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Pass to Henderson. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Now here's Simmons. Here's the 3. Simmons missing again.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Here's Whitehead. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Pass to Duren. Outside, Simmons. Takes it inside.
Yeah, easy call.
The first free throw is good.
Simmons. 2 shots.
And so he hits both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's Thunder, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. For the tie, Dillingham, no good. Portland leading, and another steal for him. And then,
wow. So impressive. The fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting.
Simmons finds Jackson. 5 on the clock. There's the 3, and it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Smith. Simmons got 12.
Well, that equals his three-point total from the first half. He had one before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
Puts it up, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Simmons got 9 points here in the second half. Pass to Dillingham. Here's Thunder. To the middle. Here's Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
This level when B.I. gets up like that and just stretches out for 2.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Henderson outside. Smith sets the pick for Henderson. No good with the triple. For Brooklyn, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. There aren't too many players with a skill set as diverse as Brandon Ingram.
Yes, Kevin, you got to appreciate the tools that Brandon Ingram possesses. That comes with a lot of hard work. But this guy can score over smaller defenders. He's creative enough to draw contact against bigger guys and use that quickness. He's always been a scorer, but his playmaking ability over the past couple seasons, that's something that's growing and is giving them a chance to be very competitive. Now, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Stolen by Henderson. Knocks it loose. Outside Jackson. Launches a 3. And Scoot Henderson, good for 3. Henderson's got 7 points here in this quarter. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Whitehead out there with Brandon Ingram. Then it's Dillingham. Then it's Jalen Johnson. And it's Thunder in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And the 3 ball is good.
Ingram has the skill to do that. A nice job setting up and receiving the pass.
Pass to Bufkin. Screen by Smith. Bufkin, no good.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the 3s. Only 1 so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Got a piece of it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Here's Thunder. Ingram outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes the 3.
And pressing a bit here. Down in the game, trying to use the 3-point shot to get back into it. And instead, it's led to a lot of empty possessions this half.
Yep, that one goes in there. That's now 8 points for Donovan Clingan.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's Thunder. Up and in on the...
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Dillingham. Basket good. And now just a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
No one near Smith as he lets it go. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And every team wants long guys who can also make 3s. Smith checks both boxes.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Dillingham. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Bufkin, no good.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Here's Whitehead. Kept alive.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
On the wing, Jackson. Here's Mobo. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
And while perimeter play might be Smith's calling card, he does have the size to do damage inside.
Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Portland.
A big fellow with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Ingram. Portland's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Dillingham. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Dillingham's got 4 this quarter.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Here's Mobo. Pass to Bufkin. Duren a screen. Into the lane. To the inside. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Bufkin with the bucket.
And the fourth quarter just has not been kind. Only 1 bucket in 5 attempts.
Nets passing it around. Johnson against Duren. Here's Whitehead. Thunder passes to Johnson. Here's Dillingham. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, if he's hitting shots from there, he becomes so much more dangerous.
Smith outside. Lets it go. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Johnson can't hit.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out trying to win this game.
Here's Smith. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Whatever they ask Smith to do, he is more than willing. And boy, is he capable.
They set the pick. Whitehead passes to Thunder. Johnson outside. From outside, off the mark. Portland leading by 6. He swipes the ball away again. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Swiping the ball away with just such ease.
It felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
Robinson's checked in for Johnson, and he's good on the second. And it's Henderson with the ball for Portland. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Six on the shot clock. Back to Smith. Here's Duren. They shoot again. Out to Henderson. Buries the long-range jumper. Henderson's got 14 points here in the second half.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
From deep three-point land, Duren pulls it in. Duren's outside Jackson. Up top, Henderson. Outside, Simmons. Poked away. Ingram with the steal. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. Thunder passes to Ingram. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Portland leading by 8. Simmons on the wing. Over Robinson. And it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Smith.
And, you know, the more you watch Smith, the more you marvel at his feel for the game.
Here he goes. Rebound by Smith. Another steal. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
The windmill finish. That is nasty. How do you do?
Oh, finishes the play with utterly no regard for his own safety.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Thunder. Henderson outside. Ingram with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets.
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Well, we'll see how the other side responds here. They have to come up big.
And Turing slams it in.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Trailblazers.
I like this throwback approach they're taking. Looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
And another difference maker that we could point to tonight has been second chance points. They've been in there. They've had active hands. They've been in great position. And they've been smart attacking the offensive glass.
Outside Jackson. Henderson outside. Jackson passes to Smith, and Smith with the stuff.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And it's Thunder missing. Portland's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. It's the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. He hits both from the stripe. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. Launches it. Rebound by Smith.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Pass to Jackson. Out to Smith. The three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Smith's got the lead up to 14 now for the Trailblazers. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Thunder. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Got a piece of nabbing another steal.
And he has been an absolute feast on the floor. Another steal.
Greg, that swipe puts him tied for second all-time for most steals in a game. What a defensive effort from him. And the foul called on Thunder. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A solid win on the...
Well, I knew we weren't going undefeated for the rest of the season.